Hey everyone, real quick. I want to make this a real quick video because, first of all, I got stuff to do, but I want to talk about the Batman because I think it either could go one way or the other. There's one or two ways it could go. Okay, now it could go the way of the Dark Knight, which, I mean, I just recently watched The Dark Knight, and that movie still holds up. It's awesome movie, great acting. Heath Ledger is amazing. Great performance. I mean, and that was just a critically acclaimed hit. The fans loved it for the most part. I don't know what fan really didn't like that movie. Okay, let me know down below if you didn't like The Dark Knight. I thought it's obviously the best Batman movie in that trilogy. I mean, but the Batman, this Batman could be that. I mean, this is like comparing, apples to oranges. That was like a sequel to the first one, but I feel like this movie could just kind of be that hit that like everybody talks about, because I think everybody's gonna be talking about Paul Dano's performance as the Riddler. Everybody was talking about Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker for The Dark Knight. Now, I also think there's a possibility that it might go the route of The Last Jedi did. And that's kind of scary because this movie's been hyped up a lot, kind of like The Last Jedi. We really haven't seen much in the trailers, kind of like The Last Jedi. And it's just, I hope they don't do Batman dirty in this movie. And what I mean by that is like having him like Batman totally act out of character. You know what I mean? And I could see them doing that in today's Hollywood. Like they might just focus too much on like Catwoman. That could be a possibility in this movie. And it could have that chance of like splitting the fandom how Last Jedi did, which, isn't good for anybody. I mean, you could have variations on opinions of this, but to just split the fandom, you know what I mean, to people that just really hated it and say that it destroyed the franchise, or it was like totally game-changing movie or whatever. But I just think, but I'm just leaning towards it being a critical hit, and for the most part the fans loving it. Now, I could be wrong. I could go into the movie and then think it sucked. It could be bad. But from what I've been seeing, Matt Reeves and how his take, that's another thing I'm worried about is Matt Reeves. Okay, his body of work, I don't know. I mean, he did the Planet of the Apes stuff. I didn't really watch that. I think I tried to watch it, but I just couldn't get into it because there's been so much Planet of the Apes. I enjoyed the first Planet of the Apes. I don't need to rehash it years and years and years later. I enjoyed the Charlton Heston ones, or the first one, and this couple other ones. They're, old movies, but they were good. But can we just stop making remakes? But Matt Reeves, it kind of worries me about him is because he's from that like J.J. Abrams camp. So that's kind of throwing up a red flag a little bit. But from what I've been seeing from the interviews and how he wants to do this movie as like a grounded detective noir, which is cool. We need that in Batman. That's what Batman is. I think this movie's gonna be good. I hope so. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave that there. This thing could either go Dark Knight or Last Jedi. What do you guys think? I think this movie's special. People are watching it right now, I think. Or is it coming out? It's coming out soon. I know it hits theaters March 4th, but I know people are gonna see it. So we'll see the reviews come in. But what do you guys think? Is this going to go down the Dark Knight route or the Last Jedi route? Let me know down below. Or it could just be in between, or a whole different thing. So just let me know what's your thoughts on the Batman. All right, guys. See y'all later.